if you like silver, this is like, the ultimate toy store for you. I mean, there's just a lot of funny things,
Yeah.
very in-depth analysis, and this illuminated ape, who's your cohort. I mean, I was blown away. I really walked away thinking, wow, I got a feeling this is a really smart guy. Silver investors love community. They love to connect with other silver investors and stackers. I'm super excited today to tell you about a community on Reddit where you can get what I think is some of the highest quality information about silver stacking, and about the silver market. It's my pleasure to be joined by Conrad, also known as the King and Dumb Money Media. He's one of the founders of the Silver Degen Club on Reddit. He's agreed to join us today to give us kind of an intro to their community. And I understand a lot of the viewers of Ron's Basement, we're not up to speed on the latest and greatest technology. He's also going to let us know that we don't need to be afraid of Reddit. King, it's our pleasure to have you here in Ron's Basement.
Oh, Ron, thank you so much for letting me be in your presence. I am very excited to do this with you, man.
Well, I feel like I have royalty here today. So you're one of the founding members, one of the creators of the Silver Degen Club. And I want to point out to my viewers that Degen stands for degenerates. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. The way we look at it is if you're buying silver and gold and trying to hedge your wealth from just hyperinflation and everything else, you're a degenerate in the eyes of the central bankers out there and the
Gotcha.
government in general. And we're also just normal degenerates as well.
Sure, sure. Well, I think a lot of my viewers are familiar with Wall Street Silver, and your community was kind of an offshoot, or kind of was formed in the wake of some drama at Wall Street Silver, and you've grown now to 8,000 members. And I just want to share with my community that's watching right now, I've spent a good amount of time in the Silver Degen Club community, and I'm totally impressed with the quality of the information, the quality of the members. It feels really good to see such a high caliber opportunity for silver investors to get together and share information.
Yeah, no, thank you for that, man. Basically, when the scandal happened, we don't need to get into the scandal. It's long, it's too much. But basically what happened is I had this group made in December like 9th, and it was just 14 people. It was just me and the original OG meme team members of Wall Street Silver. We got tired of how everything was going down there. We got sick of it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to make our own group. And it was just going to be for us, just basically just posting to ourselves. And then the scandal happened in January, and we got every one of their DD posters, which one of their top ones is Ditch the Deep State, and Sue's Radar. He's really incredible too, posting stuff. And we got all their DD guys, and we got all their content creators in the span of like a little over 48 hours, because they weren't happy with what they were seeing, and then we grew. I think we hit 5,000 within that first week, just doing that. So,
Wow.
but a lot of people don't know we exist because we're if you type in SDC or Silver Degen, it's like auto banned everywhere.
Interesting.
so it's fine, but yeah, this is a team effort right here. We're content creators, we're silver stackers. We've constantly, for the past 2.5 years, we've been nonstop making memes for silver, for the silver squeeze, and now we're transitioning into the hashtag drain the mint, and
Okay.
we get into that later and stuff, or a different thing and stuff. But
Yeah, I want to point out to the viewers, we're going to make a separate video where we talk about the drain the mint movement, and which is potential for another silver squeeze. So make sure you check that video out as well.
but yeah, so I guess who am I? A U.S. veteran, 7.5 years medical discharge. Anthrax shot took me out of the military early, but I started I got tired of the government jobs I kept working in. It was dystopian, I would say, and now I wanted to do my own thing. And one of the biggest things that I started learning about was silver and Bitcoin and investing in general and stuff. And silver made the most sense to me. Gold made the most sense to me. But I was also a content creator, and my love for and the pain that I know content creators go through, it's really high, and it's not easy to set up. And on the Silver Degen Club, we want to help foster that. So one of the things that we create is something called a Ape TV. So if there's small channels, like we just had our friend, let me make sure I get his channel name right, Mountain Bullion Entertainment. He just jumped on as a channel member for Ape TV. And if they have videos they want to post up, they're small, like minute or two, we welcome anyone that wants to ride this ship into the rocks with us together. And
Yeah.
hopefully, we all rise at the same time and stuff. And because we want to replace the old guard that exists right now. Not because they're doing something bad, but they're catering. We want to cater to the younger crowd, and we want to
Mhm.
make sure that there's a lot of people, and it doesn't matter if they're part of the old guard too, as long as they're able to guide the youth into this. That's our biggest goal too. Like, we want to
Yeah.
make sure the youth is aware of silver and gold, and they're able to they're able to
Sure.
make the right decisions for their future.
Yeah, that's an interesting subject to talk about, the fact that we do need more younger people in the silver and gold precious metal stacking community. I applaud you for that, and I think that as things unfold in the coming decades, or maybe even years, maybe naturally you'll be a great conduit for making that happen. I want to ask you this though, Conrad. For my viewers, a lot of my viewers, I'm 53, a lot of my viewers are my age or older, and they're not familiar with Reddit. And what I want to communicate to them is, you don't have to be afraid of Reddit, right? And correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I was thinking before we got on that, using Reddit is no more complicated than using, let's say, something like Facebook or even Twitter. Sure, there's differences and nuances, but it's essentially about the same thing. Could you comment on that at all?
Yeah, I mean, Reddit is pretty easy to use. When you look at it, it kind of looks like the classic message boards that of the Netscape days almost.
Yeah.
But it's not hard to use. In most cases, you don't even have to join the community if you just want to test it out and just see what it looks like. Posting, I would say one benefit it has over Twitter is the engagement's a little easier to track. So you're able to reply to comments under a post, and you could actually see where the person's replying to you, and that's a huge thing. Twitter, the reason they don't have that, I don't know yet, but
Mm-hmm.
overall, it is not a complicated program to use, because most people use their app. And if you're using your app, it's harder to see the different things that we have on the sides, the sidebars, if you're looking at a desktop view.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a ton of information there. Like, we try to plaster the we plaster the Reddit with like as much information as possible about who's working with us, the allies that we have, any potential sponsors that we're trying to get and stuff. And it's pretty it's pretty cool. You could even see how many people are online that are actually on the Reddit at that time. So you could see, like, oh, okay, so there's like 200 people on here right now. That's cool. If you make a post, that's going to get seen most likely.
Yeah. So somebody who's never been to Reddit before, you go to Google, you type in Reddit in the search bar, then you click on Reddit. That's going to bring you to the main Reddit page, and then there's a search bar at the top of Reddit, and in there you type in Silver Degen Club, Degen, and that will bring you to the Silver Degen Club page, on Reddit. And then you explore, right? You can scroll down and look at all the different posts. The other thing, and you're the Reddit expert, correct me if I'm wrong, that I think is neat about Reddit is people post things, but then the community either votes them up or down. Is that correct?
Yes, that
Yeah,
is a key indicator if you're doing something right, or if you're
right.
doing something the community likes. And one of the things that separates us from the Wall Street Silver Reddit or community is we are trying to be as neutral as possible. We avoid a lot of politics. If it's making fun of both sides, we'll probably leave it up because it's funny. And and every one of the moderators and the thesis of the moderators is we come from all different backgrounds. We all believe different things, but the main goal is silver. So we want to make sure that when people come in, they feel it looks welcoming. You know, they don't see something that instantly triggers them, whether they're left or right. It doesn't matter. We want to make sure that people come in and like, oh, this looks cool, and oh, we like memes. Oh, we like this, we like that. So like, we want to make sure it's open to as many people as possible because this movement cannot survive without with an echo chamber. If we're
Right.
in an echo chamber, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but you want everything to be focused on silver, obviously.
Yeah.
So if I go in there and post a video of my daughter's first steps, that's probably not appropriate. But if I go in there and post a video of my daughter's first word, which just happened to be silver, you might let that one fly.
We would totally let that one fly. We'd probably even let it fly if you had an image of a silver eagle floating around her as she was taking her first steps. We'd be like,
Okay.
oh, well, look, she's trying to catch the silver. So so
Right.
we're totally, it's very low moderated. I would say.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
We have small moderation things in place because we get a lot of every new Reddit community gets a lot of bots and stuff. So that's only in place
Yeah.
there only for that. And the majority of stuff is approved, and you can just post. We don't need to
Yeah.
approve it. We can just post it. If it doesn't go through right away, the blockers might get it, and we'll go in and approve it. Because me and
Yeah.
Illuminated Ape are on there like 98 hours a week. So
Yeah. Yeah. I want to interject that again to reiterate this to my audience. I had a long conversation with the king here, who we are honored to be joined by today, but also this guy, Illuminated Ape, on Saturday night. And I thought maybe we were going to make a video. Anyway, what I walked away from that conversation feeling is these guys are very ethical and they're very passionate. And I just can't say this. I'll say it one more time, that my community who's watching is that there's good, interesting. If you like silver, this is like, the ultimate toy store for you. I mean, there's just a lot of funny things,
yeah.
very in-depth analysis, and this Illuminated Ape, who's your cohort. I mean, I was blown away. I really walked away thinking, wow, I got a feeling this is a really smart guy. And
Scary smart.
yeah,
Scary smart.
but
Sherlock Holmes
also
style.
scary. I mean, I kind of got the feeling early on that I was being checked out, which is a good thing, right? Like, hey, no, dude, we're not just going to make a video for you on your channel. Let's talk for a little bit and make sure we're all on the same wavelength. Right?
Well, I think it's really interesting in the industry as a whole. When we look at the silver industry, we're always talking about due diligence, but not
Yeah.
when you're in the industry. Like
Right.
not with your neighbor or whatever. Like I always found that very curious. And I guess, I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you're hearing do your due diligence about all this stuff about the government, about the central banks, about the Fed, whatever,
Yeah.
it's you wouldn't look to the person that's also saying the same thing and apply that to them. And I
Right.
think that's odd. And it's
Yeah.
like a Sam Bankman style situation where it's like, oh, I just trust this guy because, just because.
Because he's the king, or because he's in his basement, right? No.
Yes,
Right.
you should research all of us.
Yeah, well, and let me point out, right? The King and I, as far as I know, we don't have any affiliate links or anything for you today, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we aren't selling anything, just letting people know that, hey, here's a great place if you love silver where you can go, you can get community, camaraderie, some good laughs, and some darn good education as well, right?
Oh, plenty of that. Plenty of that.
Yeah.
Ditch the Deep State. He posts every single Monday through Friday. It's a long post about the Comex, very detailed. What we do is a thing called a pinning a post. So if you go to the homepage, which is usually where people end up when they search for it, his posts are pinned every Monday through Friday, and he posts one every day around I think it's around 2-3 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. Okay.
And crazy good due diligence there. It's always at the top, and
So,
and you guys
and
can look at it and comment.
and he knows a lot about the Comex.
Oh, he puts out he puts out like 3 or 4 pages worth of details
Wow.
every single day. That's brand new.
Okay. Well, I need to talk to him, King, because
Oh yes,
I have
yes.
this strategy. I'm always looking out for myself,
You
but
gotta, you
I have
gotta.
this idea that I'm gonna my house might be worth a couple $100,000 and it's paid off, and so then I figure it's in the registered category, right? So I'm thinking I want to list my house on the Comex and see if I can sell it 300 times over, like they do with each ounce of silver. And my calculations are correct. I'm looking at over $100 million. So
A tiny 100 mil, a tiny 100 mil.
that should keep me
That's
through
it.
the next few
Yeah.
years. Now back, I'm sorry, on a serious note, and that was a joke, by the way. I think you know that, but on a serious note, number one, I do think I want to circle back to this. That it's awesome that you guys are younger and that you're also your community's open to anyone, right? Even
Yeah.
OGs like me and people that are
Of
even older
course.
than me, right? I mean,
Yeah, of
that's
course.
that you guys are very open, and as long as you want to talk about silver and look at silver, but it's so cool that you're also part of your mission is to offer information to the younger crowd. I think that's applauded. But I want to ask you about this because I've noticed something interesting on my channel since I've started. When it first started, I had like 98% male viewers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I used to joke around and say the 2%, it's my mom and my 2 ex-girlfriends from college. But now I'm seeing more and more women watching my videos, and I'm getting more and more messages. And I think that's the younger crowd deserves attention, but I think the stacking and coin collecting has always been kind of a male dominated.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
but that
investing and all that.
women are getting into it, and that's great. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, it's fantastic.
that's another that could be a whole new wave of buying. Are you guys do you see women engaging on the Silver Degen Club? Just out of
Tem-
curiosity.
from the back end, if like anyone, this is another thing too, guys. If you make a Reddit account, anyone can create a community, so you could see how stuff works on the back end for these other large communities and stuff. This is part of the due diligence stuff that people can do when they say, "Oh no, that was taken down because of the bot." Like, no, there might have been there might have been some other things you could look into that maybe it was just taken down for whatever reason. But the demographic, it doesn't have a demographics section the way YouTube does, but
Mm-hmm.
what we do notice that people are posting pictures of themselves holding silver. So there's a lot more women that for sure that we've been seeing. And also now we're actually getting like celebrities ish, in the silver industry world, and the Fed style stuff. And that would be Liberty List. She's one of our moderators, and founder as well, because she was with us during the start.
Mm-hmm.
And Sierra Legacy and Silver Chiquita. Those are the 3 lovely young ladies that are leading the charge of the silver squeeze from their end on Twitter and on Reddit.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, hey, the more the merrier, right?
Oh, of course, of
And
course.
I think for a long time it was kind of a male dominated. When I first started stacking silver 20 years ago, and I even know my friend Coin Shop Chris talks about where he works. he's seeing more and more. He's seen wives drag their husbands in now. He said it used to be the husbands dragging the wives in, but now he's seeing wives. So it sounds great. Did I miss anything, King? Anything else you want to mention before we wrap up?
Let me do a quick rundown of our founders so that everyone knows who they were. So I'm Dumb Money Me, the king of money, the meme sugar daddy. I'll give you our roles, okay? So everyone, because we're running this very tight to make sure everyone's doing what they're best at, So Shameless Shiller, that's me. Ringmaster, waifu wrangler, and owner of the company. And Chief Banana Jamma is a meme extraordinaire creator, and he's named like 90% of everything we've been doing. So he's a genius at naming stuff. AGPSLV, he's our librarian, records keeper. Illuminated Ape, he sees everyone, the all-seeing ape. Forensic investigator, Liberty List promoter. Meme Sergeant Spliff, the high commander of memes. Resonate, master meme maker. Digital designer, and Sir whatever's a lot, master tactician. And we also had other people in the early days that had to leave because they didn't agree with our direction of not having politics in there, or they just disagreements in general with what was allowed to be posted and stuff. But they still deserve a shout out. Creflo was in there. He was part of the OG, and Logan Linguist. But we all have the same goal right now, and that's to protect your wealth, get the younger people to protect their wealth when they eventually, and I think very soon, inherit that wealth from their parents, and keep stacking.
Yeah. Wow. And I've met you, and I've met the Illuminated Ape, and again, I want to reiterate, I was just impressed by the quality of everything, whether I'm on the site or when I've talked with you, even when I'm talking to you now. And I'd highly recommend all the viewers go check it out. I think you'll be happy to have found, besides Ron's Basement, another home where you can,
join Ron's Basement, guys. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it, guys. Nonstop.
No. Thanks, King. Can I call you the King? That just rolls off
no,
right.
that's cool. And I guess our YouTube channel, Twitter, our YouTube channel has 84 people, guys. Let's boost that up if you can.
Yeah.
Show us some love, guys. Show us some love. We have an interview with Andy that we just uploaded today. So
Andy Scheckman.
Yes, Andy Scheckman. Yes.
So that's if they go into YouTube and type in Silver Degen Club, DEGEN. I'm sure that it pops up. That's what I did when I subscribed.
Oh, dude, yeah. You're everyone is more than welcome to.
How about this, King? We can tell people this is your chance to become one of the first 100 subscribers to the fastest growing.
Imagine being part of the first 100 guys. Come on, you got to do it. Well, the first 10,000. One of the first 10,000. Come on, guys, jump in.
Who knows what types of prizes will be given out to the first 100. All right, buddy. I'll
that's the other thing. We throw a bunch of prizes too. Contests nonstop. You'll see that on the Reddit page as well.
Okay. Sounds good. Hey, thank you. And on the behalf of all my viewers and the people that are going to get to learn about your community, we really appreciate your time. And I hope I get to have the King, the royalty, as a guest again sometime here in the basement.
Thank you, Ron. Love you, and keep stacking, guys.